Hello there, I'm Viano and this is my first YouTube tutorial on D3, which is a JavaScript library. In this first part, I should say we won't be doing any actual coding. I will just talk briefly about what D3 is. So if you feel that you already have that knowledge, you should just skip this part and move on to the second part. So for the rest of you, D3 stands for Data-Driven Documents. And it's like I said, it's a JavaScript library. It's not its own language. It's a library that allows you to visualize data on a web page in a really easy way, actually. Well, the learning curve can be quite steep, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to make quite advanced visualizations. So yeah, this is the official webpage, D3.JAVASCRIPT.org, and if you click examples here, you'll get this long list of different visualizations made using D3. Some are highly dynamic, some are less dynamic. Yeah, and also for most of them, if you click, let's pick this one. If you click the visualization, you get the actual visualization and also the code powering it. So it can be really helpful watching other examples, and D3.JAVASCRIPT.org is a good starting point. So this is D3 code. We'll get into what this means later. Right, so what do you need to know? I mean, how advanced do you have to be in order to start coding in D3? Well, actually, it's quite simple, but you should have some knowledge about other languages that you use in web design before you start diving into D3. So if I just click up my text editor here, which this is the place where we'll be doing our actual D3 coding. If you don't understand what this means, you should probably learn about HTML before you start. It doesn't take that long. It's quite easy to learn, but this is a core concept, a core language of web design. So apart from HTML, you should be familiar with CSS. D3 uses CSS3 selectors in manipulating the web document. So yeah, you should know some CSS. As for JavaScript, I wouldn't say it's necessary to actually know JavaScript before you start learning D3. In my case, it was almost the opposite. I mean, I knew some JavaScript, but hadn't really been doing a lot of stuff with it. But I really felt that my comprehension of JavaScript increased dramatically as I learned more and more about D3. Also, you should be familiar with the concept, the DOM, which stands for the Document Object Model, which basically refers to the hierarchical structure of a web page. Yeah, but you should just Google that and read about it. So yeah, I think we'll settle with that for this part. Well, yeah, actually, now I can't remember if I showed you this, but if you head over to d3javas.org and click documentation and then API reference, you'll get this long list of every method and object and all the stuff that you use in D3. let's just pick something here. Yeah, you get this short explanation of each concept. It can be quite technical and short, but it's a great source to head over to whenever you get confused. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it just confuses you even more. But yeah, I think we'll settle with that for this part, and in the next part we'll actually try writing some D3 code. So yeah, I'll see you in the next part.